for today. So
wow. Steve is talented.
We're going to have to play Living on a Bear later on this morning.
That's a good one.
That one's really good. Let's say hi to Heather on Long Island.
Heather.
Heather, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
I just wanted to tell Anthony that I agree with him 100% with his whole plan for a home invasion, because I was involved in a home invasion in 2003 where my boyfriend was killed.
Are you kidding me?
Hold on. Slow down.
Oh, no.
That sucks. What happened?
Oh, no.
Yeah, these guys, two masked men came in with guns, and they were demanding drugs and money and the whole 9 yards, which we didn't have. And we kept telling them that we didn't have anything there, and, they were very determined, and they ended up taking me into another room, and I got up to run out because I thought the one guy was going to end up raping me, and he hit me with the gun. I fell on the floor. He started beating the crap out of me, and my boyfriend got up and ran at him to try to protect me, and they shot and killed him. And I just want to say that exactly how you said, when these things happen, that you think in your head, if only I had a gun, and that's exactly what I've been thinking for 4 years. So I just want to tell you that you're right.
Well, let me ask you now, did you know the guys?
No, we didn't, actually. We went to trial a year and a half later, so for a year and a half I had no idea why they were in the house. And it turns out that they had some kind of misinformation. They had they had the right house, but they had the wrong people living in there. So
Wait, what do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean they had the right house but the wrong people? The people that
they had some kind of misinformation from I don't know who, that two different people, it was my boyfriend and his roommate, that two different people lived in the house. So they were staking out the house, trying to figure out what times we got home, what times people weren't there, and they wanted to get us when we were there because they thought there was some kind of hidden drugs and a safe in the house and all this stuff that wasn't there. They got $40 off my boyfriend's dresser and his chain. That was it.
How did they get in?
I have no idea. To this day, I have no idea. I mean, my boyfriend had a problem with not locking the doors, and I always tried to make sure I did it, but I'm thinking that they came in before we got home and just were hiding somewhere. I'm not 100% sure.
That's a bad one.
So,
wow.
But I just want to, like I said, I just wanted to tell you that you're 100% right, because this shit happens. I'm sorry, this stuff happens to innocent people all the time, and to be prepared is definitely a good idea.
So after you shot, he got shot, did those guys just run out of the house?
Yeah, as soon as, because I ended up where the guy hit me in the face with the gun. I was knocked unconscious for a little while, and I heard gunshots, but it sounded real far away. And when I lifted my head up, the guys were gone, and my boyfriend, was holding his chest bleeding, and, we called the ambulance, his roommate and I, and, he was alive for a little bit, but, he didn't make it.
What happened to the guys? They in jail?
The one guy who killed him is in jail for life, and the other guy pled guilty to murder in the second degree. He testified against the guy who shot him, and he got 17 to life.
Did they ever apologize for it?
No, actually, the guy who did it, we went to trial, and the whole time he pled innocence. He used to smirk at us, look back, and smile, and he was a real dirtbag. And up until the day he was sentenced, the judge, asked him, "Do you have anything to say for yourself?" And he said, "Oh no, just that I'm innocent." He pled innocence the whole time. He had no remorse at all.
All right, good. Well, for the rest of his life, he'll be face down with another man behind him.
Can only hope.
I'm hoping so.
Well, that's the only, or he'll be behind another man. Either way, he's not actually going to live a good life.
Yeah, a good life, but the fact that he's still breathing and alive and doing whatever he's doing is still bothersome. But yeah, I mean, I'm very fortunate that he was caught and everything.
Well, this brings up an interesting question. What do you think of the death penalty?
I actually wasn't sure up until this point in my life after this happened. I personally would like to administer it on this guy, obviously, but at this point I think that, my boyfriend is not able to live, breathe, play cards, watch TV, work out, whatever they do in jail, and this guy is. So, I absolutely 100% agree with it now.
At the very least, it should be up to the victim's family, man.
Yeah.
If they want the death penalty or not. At the very least.
Yeah, I agree with you. The judge had said, too, he said if I could give this to you, I would. He was got very emotional about it, the judge. It was his last case. He was retiring, and, he was disgusted with the guy as well, and then the fact that he did show no remorse. And, I'm a little grateful to the other guy for testifying against him, except I feel like he did it more for himself.
No, of course.
Of course he did. But either way, it doesn't matter why.
I'm still glad it worked out that way because I think it helped a lot, the case. You know, I see a lot of murderers. They don't get life in jail. You know, I read about a lot of cases that are unsolved. So I'm grateful for the way it turned out, I guess, in a bad situation.
Did you move on and find like a new boyfriend? Did it take you a while?
I moved on. You know, I mean, it affects me, of course, you know, in certain ways. But yeah, I mean, I moved on. I'm a young girl, you know. I had no choice. I was 22 when it happened. He was 23. You know, you can't stop your life. But
I always wonder when something like that happens, like, because obviously, like, the new guy you're dating knows what happened, and like, does the new guy get threatened when you're kind of grieving or missing your old boyfriend, like at like a holiday or something?
It's funny that you asked that. It depends on the guy. I mean, I've dated a few, and some guys are very, very threatened by it because they feel that they're never going to compare to this guy, that, you know, he saved your life, and how will I ever compare to him? And, you know, it takes a special guy to understand, you know, the situation. I mean, I don't miss my boyfriend in the romantic sense anymore. I miss him as a person. I wish he was alive so he could have the things I have now, you know, and continue his life the way I can, you know, and think it's a shame what happened. And you know, but some guys think that, respect me for it, and feel that, you know, wow, you went through this hard time and you're strong, and, you know, you didn't turn to drugs and you didn't just stop your life. And, you know, some people respect me for it. Some guys feel threatened by it. So, you know, I mean, the longer that time goes on, I guess the easier it is for guys to accept because it wasn't so recent, you know.
Wow. Your story just gave me chills, man.
Yeah,
Just chills.
Jeez. So do you own a gun?
I don't know, but I absolutely, when I have a house, and, you know, I'm absolutely going to. And hopefully I can have a plan, you know, as good as Anthony's.
Just have a plan. Think about it.
There was another home invasion over the weekend on Long Island.
I know. Long Island's just a mecca of home invasions.
I was wondering about that because we're being heard in Boston on BCN, obviously. I wonder if it happens as much in Boston as it does on Long Island. It just seems like it happens all the time.
All the time.
We kind of make fun of it a little bit because Anthony's you know, gun obsession and all that. But the reality is, you know, I think we said way more than one a week. It has to be more than one a week.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Has to be more than one a week. Home invasions on Long Island.
I don't even watch the news anymore. Since it happened, I don't watch the news. I don't want anything to do with it.
I guess.
Man, I don't know what's going on here in New York, but yesterday's Sunday paper was just death and destruction. Page after page after page after
couple of guys got shot because some guy in a bar took his drink. Like, is that what? That is probably the most senseless thing you could do. Hey, that's my drink. Let me shoot you.
Right.
Oh, God.
All right.
Unbelievable.
It's a little too common.
Yeah. All right, Heather.
Heather, thanks for giving us.
Go get yourself a nice shotgun for your house.
I plan on it.
Yeah.
Thanks for a little taste of reality today, Heather.
All right, no problem, guys.
Hang in there, all right?
All right, thanks.
All right, there's Heather on Long Island, and we'll be back. It's Opie and Anthony.